And the New York Knicks control the tap. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot to Kevin Knox. Beyond the arc for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Leonard to Irving. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Dennis Smith Jr. has a knack to score from everywhere. Hits the contested 3.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Harden picked up by Gibson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the left corner. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Harden has it up the floor. To Leonard. Probing the defense. He gets it. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Smith now into the front court. Down 3. To Kevin Knox. Smith. Randall's shot won't go. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Taj Gibson. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Possession lies with New York. Smith, down low for Gibson. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his guys together and talk things over. Time to adjust. Both changes on the floor. blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
The possession lies with New York. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Payton with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Kevin Knox to Payton. From long range, his first effort off the mark. Durant ball up top. They can get it 2 for 1 if they play this right. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, anywhere without his core.
Kevin Knox. Whoa! What a finish!
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you hum.
Durant across the timeline. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Ellington, tough matchup against Durant. And that's going to do it. Time expires here on the first quarter of play. Jay Williams with you as we get started here in the second quarter. Irvin brings the... A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. To Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Here comes the screen. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Old school equals high percentage.
Payton to Julius Randle. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Simmons. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Knicks with the basketball. Payton over to the right side. Nice pass to get things going.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kyrie across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. To Simmons. Shoot it. Thompson. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
It down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Russ at the controls. Gordon matched up with Harden. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by 2. Harden against Harden. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Russell Westbrook here against Harden. 4-3. Russell Westbrook still gets it to go down with a hand in his face.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Irving into the front court. 5-point game. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 3 for 4. Good start.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
To Leonard. Thompson to James. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. It's Rockets ball. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Deep 2 there, won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 5. To James. Screen coming.
Screen right.
Here's James with a chance. It's no good. Great defense. Westbrook into the front court. Up 5. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now 4 for 6. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Off the assist.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
To Fareed. Count it.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Mike Malone will use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Lillard picked up by Westbrook. To James. Another shot. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you coming to my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Iman Shumpert, tough matchup against Durant. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
That misses with a second to go. 1 quarter down with the Rockets in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lillard to Durant. Screen coming to Lillard. Durant here against P.J. Tucker. Won't go. To Harden. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kenneth Fareed trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 65. Free throw shooter. convert the free throw. Lillard to Thompson. Davis to Simmons. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot by Thompson misses.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Iman Shumpert, defended by Kevin Durant. Down to Fareed. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's in the hands of Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden up against the Weber State product. Rockets with 4 to shoot. It's Harden. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lillard here against Harden. From long range, he engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Harden. Gets a look. Can't hit. Anthony Davis with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons with it. His guys currently down by 13. Durant. Capella's on him. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here comes the screen. Harden into the front court. The lead stands at Houston with the basketball. To P.J. Tucker.
stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Harden. Not that time. He misses. Anthony Davis. He's 2 for 2 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Harden in possession. His team up by 7. Fareed. To Harden. The screen sets him up for 2. Durant matched up with P.J. Tucker. First half in the books. The Rockets with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Rockets didn't hold back in that opening half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The West All-Stars have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible.
Player of the half.
Russell Westbrook was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Was cold.
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's James controlling the offense. To Durant.
Big pick right there.
Takes stock of the floor. Durant to Irving. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. Down low for Leonard. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Gordon with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Irving with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. LeBron here against Harden. Here comes the screen. Durant to Leonard. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and I can... help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Westbrook. Clint Capella. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
James to Durant. To James. No good. Defense catching a break there. Houston takes over. Nothing going here on that drive. Another chance and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here's Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James. A couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Westbrook into the front court. Lead stands at 10. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense to Irving. To James. Irving. Fine to shoot. Straight on look. Leonard. And the Rockets clear the board. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Eric Gordon trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Davis. Irving. They'll get it down to Leonard. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Westbrook to Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. 14-point deficit. And the rebound by Tucker. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Kyrie across the timeline. Trailing by 14. the interception. Great defensive play.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Westbrook across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To James. Irving to Thompson. Shot clock winding down. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Rivers into the front court. They lead it by 14. And the basket good at the rim.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Davis. Irving. And the rebound comes down to Rivers. Capella with a shot, but he can't get it to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The Rockets way out in front. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Russell Westbrook. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Kyrie Irving. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Austin Rivers to P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range, not getting the bounce. James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And counted at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Westbrook to Capella. Clint Capella. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's live. I'm watching it happen in person.
To James. The pass set it all up. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. To Westbrook. Fires the 3. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a dozen.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Rivers against the former Cougar. to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Is hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Irving to Thompson. James. They'll get it down to Thompson. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Westbrook with it. His guys leading by 14. Cruises inside for 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Thompson to Harden. Down to 5 on the 24. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Now it's Harden at the controls.
Defense, let's go. Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Irving to Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Capella to Harden. Down low for Aldridge. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Leonard to James. Here comes the screen. James. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense to Westbrook. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's Westbrook. The shot, almost.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets dominated this game from beginning to end. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The West seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the West All-Stars.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Houston Rockets
did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Russell Westbrook is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden to Marcus Smart. Jay, for one, Schrader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Covington to Towns. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Karl Anthony Towns trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. A three-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Kemba Walker matched up with the former Wildcat. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Minnesota with the basketball. T. They get it down for Towns. To Covington. Short jumper off the mark. Walker into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Old school backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Teague with it up top. Down a point. To Covington. Wiggins. Karl Anthony Towns. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kemba Walker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. The Timberwolves have the basketball. T to Towns. T. His first effort off the mark. Into the front court, it's Walker. Lead is 2. To Hayward. And the Timberwolves have the rebound. Wiggins to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hayward to Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Kemba Walker picked up by Teague. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To T. Covington. To Towns. Down low. Shot from the lane. Won't go. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Cruises inside for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now whistle, as Minnesota's going to take the timeout, as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 11, Enos Cantor. Entering the game for Minnesota.
To Towns.
Number 13.
Wiggins. Down low Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Cantor. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
They get it down for Towns. From the painted area, won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Napier with the basketball. They trail by 2. Shot from in close, no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum's shot no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Karl Anthony Towns. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. No separation so far. It's all even. All is our score as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
T. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
T to Towns, down low. And he finishes at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. to Jaylen Brown. Shot clock violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for Minnesota, number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
Teague to Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Kemba Walker picked up by Teague. The screen sets him up for two.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Towns to Teague. Wiggins. Deep. Slammed down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound for Towns. Teague with the basketball. Leads a bucket to Covington. Towns to Teague. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Walker. To Marcus Smart. Nice pass to set things up.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Wiggins to Towns. Around the perimeter. T. Down low Towns. Scores from the post. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Hayward to Kemba Walker.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
They get it down for Towns. It was right there. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker. Jordan Bell sends it away. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Walker. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Towns to Wiggins. Won't go. Walker into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Cantor shot off the mark.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Able to convert inside. Long key from 3/4 court, from beyond half court. Gets it to go from long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. That'll do it for the first half. The Timberwolves have the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Timberwolves are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. A close margin like this makes for a great game for the fans, but a headache for the coaches. I'm interested to see what kind of adjustments they make in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Celtics are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
Karl Anthony Towns has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Teague with it up top. His team up by 1. Here comes the screen.
Right. Watch the cutter, man.
Teague to Towns. Has a look. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Andrew Wiggins with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, the soft touch from the big fella and the basket for Towns.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Walker. Hayward. Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Teague with the basketball. Up by 3. To Towns. Gets it at the top of the key. T to Covington. Fires the 3. No good. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper won't go down. Teague with it up top. Leads 3. To Towns, down low.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Here we go. I got him.
Kemba Walker matched up with Wiggins. And throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. He gets it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Teague with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. To Wiggins. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Walker. To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. Taken by the Wolves. To Wiggins. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Timeout Boston, as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Walker to Hayward.
In the third quarter.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Defender was right there. He has to know better. Walker with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Gets a look. Can't hit. Corner three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's the Timberwolves in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Bell to Wiggins. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Brown with it up top. Down by one. To Marcus Smart. From the painted area, won't go down. Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Wiggins. To Towns. The pass set it all up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Curling inside to Marcus Smart. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Teague to Towns. And count the basket.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Play stops. Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kemba Walker against Andrew Wiggins. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Teague to Towns. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. It'll stay with the T-Wolves. Wiggins to Teague. It's down to 5 on the 24. Teague. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Celtics have it. Walker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Teague with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Wiggins to Towns. Gets to the basket and scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Walker. And that's rebounded by Minnesota. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.